Hey guys, this is Elias Tufexes. I play Lot, and you are watching TrekCulture.
Hello everyone, how you getting on? And it's our weekly Here's the Premiere Date of Strange New Worlds video. No, I'm super excited to be bringing you this news today. Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds is going to premiere at the Tribeca Festival. This festival runs between June the 4th and June the 15th. It is designed to showcase really anticipated premieres for upcoming and returning shows, which I think we can all agree we are really anticipating the return of Strange New Worlds. And as per Star Trek's official Instagram account and the announcements that are out on StarTrek.com, on June the 14th, 2025, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3 will premiere. There is a couple of details to bear in mind here. Its premiere at the Tribeca Festival does not necessarily mean that that will be the day that it arrives on Paramount Plus and the affiliate stations throughout the world. So you might be like, japers, Sean, but I want to get you to cast your minds back to the beginning of Season 5 of Star Trek Discovery, the premiere episode being Red Directive. That premiered at South by Southwest 2024. That festival ran between March 8th and March 16th. It then premiered on April the 4th with its second episode as well, Under the Twin Moons, just under a month afterwards. We got this, the general arrival. Based on previous festival premieres, shall we say, there's roughly a turnaround time of a couple of weeks. So it looks like, far be it from in the vast future of August 2025, we might be getting Strange New Worlds Season 3 on general release a lot earlier, could be as early as June, probably looking to be around July. With June the 14th being the premiere date at the Tribeca Festival, if it follows, let's say, for example, that example with Discovery being less than a month later, we could be looking, as I say, around, for you Americans out there, around the 4th of July weekend could be an ideal time to get some eyes on the premiere of Strange New Worlds Season 3. That is pure Sean speculation, though, by the way, I must say that that is not confirmed as of the recording of this video. The premiere itself will be attended by Anson Mount, Ethan Peck, Celia Rose Gooding, Babs Olusunmokon, Carol Kane, as well as Alex Kurtzman, Henry Alonso Myers, and Akiva Goldsman. They will be doing a Q&A after the premiere. I'm already curious. Question number 1, what kept yous? Come on, what kept yous? But no, I'm very excited to see, kind of what the outcome of that is going to be, because there's going to be plenty of teasers, and already there's so many questions around this season, based in part on the cast and that teaser trailer that premiered there the other week. For example, what's a holodeck doing on the Enterprise back then? And as many people have theorized, is it a rec room? I will say as well, Strange New Worlds also has a history of premiering episodes ahead of time at festival-type situations. You know, an example popping into my head, Those Old Scientists, for example, was shown a little bit early at Comic-Con because, well, they knew what kind of reception that episode was going to get. And let's be real, it deserved it. God, I loved that episode. We know as well about Season 3 that they're going to continue hopping through genres the way that, well, they've already done. We did a lot of, suppose, theorizing about what could be coming in Season 3 already, but there is one that we really must shine a particular highlight on, and that, of course, is Rhys Darby. That last teaser, Trelane, we thinking Trelane? Because a lot of people are thinking Trelane. Trelane, of course, being, I'm so sorry if you already know this, let me fly through this really quickly. Trelane being effectively the blueprint for what John Delancey's Q would become. The expanded universe novels have effectively confirmed that he is a member of the Continuum. He never did the finger click, and he did have an awful lot of love for that magic mirror, which was pretty much a device. Do you know what? I'm going to go and rewatch the Squire Gothos after this because I like that episode. William Campbell's great. Rhys Darby, we know, is bloody great as well. We're werewolves, not swearwolves. Although swearing is now allowed in Star Trek, so you never know. The buzz that this trailer has already generated about the character, so exciting, because we know next to nothing about Trelane as well. I think it would be a real bait and switch if it wasn't Trelane, which is the kind of statement that could easily come back to haunt me. The interest is high in this show. There's no question about that. Well, you know yourself, it's always nice when people are quite positive about something, and the buzz seems to be very, very positive about this season. Speaking of this season, again, Rhys Darby will not be the only new face. We also have Cillian O'Sullivan, which, by the way, fine Irish name, who will be playing Roger Corby. We previously saw Roger Corby as, well, a robot. Let's be real, he was one of those androids in What Are Little Girls Made Of? And, you know, that was the end of his relationship with Christine Chappell in that episode. We look like we're about to get the beginning of their relationship in season 3, so I am excited. I mean, they get married. Obviously, they like each other at some point, because, you know, every single person that gets married likes each other. Listen, we also have Patton Oswalt, who kind of will be appearing in Star Trek for the first time. We will say in body he will be appearing for the first time, because he did, of course, lend his voice to Star Trek Picard as the sort of androidy AI version of Spot in Picard Season 2's second episode, Penance. I like when people play multiple roles, not that it's ever happened before or will ever happen again. Another couple of big questions that we have going into Season 3 is, one, what is Melanie Scrofano's Captain Batel's fate? I'm thinking positive here, because there's been such a long time between the end of Season 2's hegemony and this premiere that if they open it up with killing her, I think that would be a bit poor form, don't you? She is conspicuously not in the teaser trailer. I think that's a deliberate move. We've talked before about how they've maybe shown things they shouldn't have shown in the past, in trailers and in sort of teaser scenes, but she is very much not in that teaser. I suspect that's a misdirect. I hope so as well, because I really like her character. I don't want her to get, like, chest bursted in the first episode. It would be a bit of an ignominious end. Another big question that we have coming up is, what are the details around Starfleet's centennial? There's obviously a party happening at some point during the season where we get our Idosian bartender. I think that's a wee bit cool, because 2261 marks 100 years of Starfleet since the birth of the Federation. Would that not be the perfect episode to just kind of slip in a cameo from a holographic Jonathan Archer? I don't know, I'm just saying. Although if Jolene Blaylock appears in this episode, wild speculation. On the press release on StarTrek.com as well, they talk about a new villain who's going to be testing the crew. Well, considering they'll just have faced the Gorn, who's next after that? I swear to God, if it's the Borg. It won't be the Borg. You kind of think, what was going on around this period in Star Trek history? This is pre-original series. Kirk is, of course, Paul Wesley will be back in this season a lot, but he is officially serving aboard the Farragut still. Are we going to get the Cloud Monster from Obsession? Because we have to get him off the Farragut somehow. Maybe, could be. Continuing to genre hop as well. I really like that real 60s retro scene in the trailer just has me so pleasantly confused, because he looks as confused as I felt in that scene. So Paul Wesley looks like he's going to be in for one hell of a season, and I reckon we're going to be in for one hell of a season with him. I am sure between now and then we are going to do a whole ton of additional theorizing, speculating, and the like. I'm sure probably due another trailer fairly soon as well. So we will of course break that down when that comes across. What I should say as well is that if you're a member of the Drivebacker Festival, you will be able to purchase single tickets on April 24th, with tickets for general public being available on April the 29th. So not too long from now as well. So, if anyone wants to, go with me, I'll do it. That would be fun. Folks, I am so excited. All this has done now is light even more of a fire under how much we are looking forward to this season. You are awesome. As always, we will bring you news as it comes in. Thank you so much for watching along. Please like, share, subscribe, follow us on the various socials. Make sure you have the little attention bell thing turned on so that you stay up to date with everything. I will talk to you soon. Live long and prosper. Thanks so much.